into black culture from the 90s,
Okay.
from Spike Lee, John Singleton,
Right,
the
sure.
Hicks brothers.
So you're familiar.
Exactly, I'm very
Great.
familiar. Soul
Great.
food and
Great.
Okay.
Great. So you're blackish.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you could put it that. Okay, if you say so.
I say so. I say so. But see, the thing is, everybody is.
Yes.
Of course.
Well, that's interesting because this is a TV show that couldn't be made in the 90s because you know the culture was very different.
Yeah.
The feelings were very different. People would get something. Maybe they get offended.
Well, I think what it is now we have time has gone on and we have a perspective now. We can look back at those days, and we can really see them with a lot more humor and a lot more grace. You know, because some of the things that happened back there, like let's say, for example, you know, Rodney King happened back then, you know, and the horrible thing in Howard Beach happened back then, you know, and so there were things that were happening that were not great that people were speaking out about, but you know, it's been 20-something years, and so things have changed and things have opened up, and there's a generation of kids who have grown up without the same kind of restrictions. So, yeah, we can look at it differently.
Could we say that Pops is Furious Styles older?
No, we can't. We can't say that because Furious is still angry.
Still angry.
Still pissed off.
and who do you imagine Pops was like 20 years ago? Where was he?
Oh, goodness. That's a really good question. Probably, Pops was probably the guy who worked as the janitor at the hospital where Cliff Huxtable worked at.
So you basically modeling behind the Cosby Show in terms of...
Well, I think we're in the tradition of Cosby, and I
Yes.
think we're in the tradition of Fresh Prince, clearly because of our relationship to Larry Wilmore. But I think we make a departure because we are really right now, we're coming right after Modern Family as well. And Modern Family, as you know, is really groundbreaking and very different. So hopefully, you know, we are a good fit for them and that we're groundbreaking in our way, you know?
You're not very known for doing comedy.
I'm not. No, I'm not funny at all.
No, I don't buy that.
Not at all. I have no sense of humor whatsoever.
No. So they write to the shows and say, okay, I will say it.
We'll get Laurence Fishburne for this. He has no sense of humor. Yeah, exactly.
So how come did you accept this? Because
Well, you know, I've been sort of itching to do some comedy. The only comedy I ever did in my career really was Pee-wee's Playhouse, you know, 100 years ago. And I've done some work that's got a little, you know, comedic stuff in it, but it's generally serious work, and that's great. But I've been sort of itching to you know, I always want to try and do something different. Now, clearly, comedy for me is like a 180-degree turn, and nobody sees it coming, and it's like, what? Really? So, yeah, why not?
two things: Hannibal and Batman versus Superman.
What about them?
You tell me.
Tell you! Absolutely not.
But are you gonna be?
I can only tell you this.
Yes.
I will be back for a third season of Hannibal. And it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. I just heard some interesting stuff. It's going to be great. And these, what was the other thing?
Batman v Superman.
Batman v. See? Even if I knew something, I couldn't
Which you
tell
know.
I couldn't tell you.
But you're in.
Oh, yeah, Perry White?
Yes.
Perry White's back. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
That's for sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.